Welcome to my channel. Yeah, this is Threadline Clothing. Today we are going to be learning how to make this asymmetric one shoulder bubu dress. So if this is what you're interested in, let's get started. I will go ahead and fold my fabric into two, then I'll fold it into two again. Then I'll measure out the length I'll be working with and I've cut it out. So I need about 3 to 3.5 yards of fabric depending on how tall the person is. So for this I use about 3.5 yards of fabric. So I've gone ahead to fold it into four like so, and I folded with my hip measurement plus about 7 inches extra. So depending on how big you want it to be. Then another important thing is a cut together cloth. So from the nape of my neck to where my sleeve we stop, I have about 19 inches here. So those are the important things. So the another thing you need to do, the first thing you do here is to draw out your shoulder slope. From there you mark out your arm opening where your sleeve will be opening. So I want my sleeve opening to be around 12 inches. So now I went further to mark the neck depth of this cloth, which is the neck depth of about 3 inches and the neck width of 3 inches. But I'm not going to be cutting it out. I'm going to just notch the part because it's an asymmetric um, shoulder. So here I'm marking out my bust measurement, my under bust, my hip point, and the full length, of course. I've cut that earlier. So moving ahead, I will be I'm going to be inputting my body measurement, which is the circumference of quarter of my body circumference, which is my bust circumference first, plus whatever allowance you choose to put. For me, I think I added about 1 inch for ease and 2 inches for ease. I want it very free, and about 1 inch for seam allowance. Then I went ahead to do the same thing on the under bust area, on the waist area, and on the hip area. So I'm just connecting it to my bust line to where my sleeve opening will start from. So from my sleeve opening, just give it a curve down to your bust area, and from there you connect it all the way down. You can decide to make it an A-line dress. So just follow it the way I did my hand. That means you are opening it up like an A. So watch the way I'm doing it. That is if you decide to make it an A-line. But if you want to make it straight, so you can just go ahead and make it straight. So from your bust, you're going to take it all the way down like so. You don't need to bend or shift your hand like an A. So just take it straight or down. Anyone you want, feel free to do. So I've notched my neckline, and I'm going to be cutting out the shoulder slants. So I'm notching the neckline. That's where I'm notching the shoulder part. So this will be a guide for me when I open it up. So just go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting it out, I then place the front and the back together. So you now decide which part of the shoulder, whether your right hand side or the left hand side you want your shoulder slant to go. Then from there, from the middle, this is how to do it. The first way you can do this is from the middle. We already measure our 3 inches for our neck width. So from the middle, you can then add about let's say 6 inches or 4 inches extra, depending on how low you want the shoulder to drop. Or you can just go ahead from the center, measure half of your shoulder measurement. So for example, if your shoulder measurement is 15 inches divided by 2, half of it, just go ahead and measure it to the right or to the left, whichever side you want your shoulder slant to fall. So for me here from the center, I measure 7.5 inches to my right. So I'll just go ahead and then connect from that neckline I have area. Remember our 3.5 inches. Just watch the way I'm doing. Follow my hand, you'll get it. So you just go ahead and connect it like so. So I'm just cross-checking and to make sure everything is intact. So what I have there is half of my shoulder measurement towards my right hand side. Then I'll chalk it out and I'll then go ahead and cut it out. So if you want it to be on the left hand side, that means it's going to be from the other 3 inches. Remember our 3 inches width from there like this, and it is going to be to the right. From the 3 inches on this side, you curve it to the other side. So just watch the way I'll be cutting it out. So this is what it looks like after I've cut it out. So at this point, I'm going to be adding a pocket to my bubu, and I'm going to be marking it down at around 18 inches. So I'll just notch that out. So I don't really like the sleeve opening, it's too wide. I think I'll be reducing it by 3 inches. So I'm just trying to reduce it and make it more fitted. So I will reduce it and curve it in back. So after this, I will then cut out the, will I call it facing, like a design for the front part of my bubu dress. I'll place my fabric on a plain fabric like so. Then I'll trace the neckline out. I'm here just trying to check if what I have will be enough for me. So trace out the neckline like so. So after you've gone ahead to trace it out, then you cut it out and then you then decide how wide you want the design to be at the neck part of your dress. So here, I think I want mine to be around 2.5 inches. I want it to really, so 2 inches. So here I'm cutting out 2.5 inches. So I'll be using the half inch to fold in on the design and top stitching on it. So what I have here is about 2.5, but I will need 2 inches at the end of the day. So just follow the shape and cut it out. So I'm going to be cutting two of these for front and the back. So after that, I have also cut out a long strip of fabric that I'll be using for design at the neck part. Sorry, at the front part. That's slant design at the front part. So I cut out two of these. I'll join them, then sew it and turn it out. So I said I'll be cutting out two of these. So I'll just go ahead and cut that, and I'll be adding my interfacing. So as your interfacing, then iron it, then you are going to fold the down part, not the neck part. Just fold it by half inch for top stitching after sewing it around the neck line. So go ahead and cut out your interfacing and then iron it. So I've ironed it out and I've folded them down flat as I've said. So I fold for both the front and the back. So I'll be working with the front part first. So all I need to do is to place it on the wrong side of my fabric, then turn it to the right side after doing it, then top stitch on it. So I finished sewing it. I am going to be matching. So just notch it like so, then you turn it to the right side. So this is what it looks like, and you are just going to iron it down properly. So this is what it looks like after ironing it out. This is what it looks like. So we are just going to be top stitching on this. So I've finished top stitching on it. I am going to be adding my pockets to my dress. So I have cut out my piece of fabric for my pocket and I'm just going to be sewing it down like so. So here is my pocket. I'm fixing it to the right and to the back left. So I'll do this for both the front and the back. I have 4 pieces for the pocket. So you cut out 4 pieces like so, then just sew it the way you see me do. So I'm adding my pocket to the other side. So then top stitch on your pockets if you want. So I have finished top stitching on my pocket and here I am adding my long strip of fabric I cut out. So I'll just go ahead and attach it to the front part of my dress just for the design. So after I have finished top stitching on this, I will then go ahead and join the front and the back part together at the shoulder. So go ahead and join yours together. So just join it at the shoulder part. So I'll join for both the two sides of the shoulder together. So I finished joining it Here I will be adding this black piece of fabric to my sleeve parts for a design. So I'll be adding this to serve as the design of the sleeve part. So I'm sewing it from the wrong side, then I'll flip it over to the right side. So I have about 2.5 inches here, then the length of the sleeve. So you cut it, then you can then top stitch on the fabric part before you go ahead and flip it to the right side. So here I am top stitching on the black part of design I just added. So then flip it over like so and top stitch. You can leave it without top stitching or just use your hand needle and tack it down in like 2 or 3 places, or you then just go ahead and run a stitch. So I have finished doing this, and here I am joining the side. So I'm done. We're almost done here, guys. So I'll just go ahead and join this side. So to the pocket side, I'll go ahead and sew on the pocket side. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to hem the down part, and bye.